This is export sales for Thursday, July 17th. Start out here with corn. Interesting week. I'd say old crop sales are finally throwing in the towel here a little bit. Marketing year low, just 3.8 million bushels, which is pretty far below any other week we've had in quite some time. So interesting there. Current sales still more than enough to meet the recently raised export numbers by the USDA. The mindset I'd say now for corn over these last few weeks is, can the corn that's sold get out the door, or are we going to see stuff rolled into becoming new crop sales? So that'll be what's really being watched now the last few weeks here for corn. And one other thing to note, new crop sales were pretty solid at 22.3 million bushels, so good to see that. Flicking over to beans, old crop beans actually had pretty solid sales of 10 million bushels. Total commitments are really close to what they need to be to meet the USDA expectations, with the question similar to corn, can these beans get out the door over these last 7 weeks, or are they going to get rolled into being new crop sales? We'll have to wait and see. So new crop sales also came in really solid at 19.5 million bushels. New crop beans sales are pretty historically low comparable to last year, so would be nice to see if that could pick up the pace a little bit. Switching over to meal sales were really strong again, 356,000 tons. I think that should finally be right at enough to be able to meet the USDA expectations, so good to see on that. New crop sales were okay at 174,000 tons as well, so good to see that on meal. Oil sales pretty modest, 7.9 thousand tons. Going pace, or the needed pace going forward by the USDA is about 6,000 tons per week, so coming in right above that, and oil is just doing exactly what it needs to do. So good to see that there. And then finishing out, final crop of the day, wheat sales were pretty strong, 18.2 million bushels. Good to see that. Going forward, pretty early in this marketing year, sales need to average 10.9 million bushels per week going forward. I would say, as of right now, wheat's just doing what it needs to do. So that is it for export sales here today on Thursday, July 17th.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is or is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.